How's it going, friends? I'm out here at one of my favorite spots. Going to be testing some new lures that came out from the ICAST 2026 drop, and these are going to be from Bandit, the Bandit 50 series. So hopefully we catch some fish on it. I'm excited for this smaller size. We're going to see how we do. Let's hike into our spot. Let's get in there and catch some fish. Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. Boy, the water's still raging through here, but we're still going to do some fishing. It's nice and shady under the trees. It does affect some of the camera shadows and stuff, but oh well. So today I'm going to be throwing a new set of lures that I got from Bandit, and check it out. This is a diamond craw. This is the Bandit size 50. Size 50. This is like the little square bill. Now, I thought about throwing this on the ultralight setup, but I'm not going to because of the current. I'm using my regular bass setup. So this is 12-pound sunline braid to a 14-pound fluoro leader. The reason I got the 14-pound fluoro leader is because of pike potential and the abrasions. Now, if it causes problems for the lure, then I'll have to change that up, but I think it'll be okay. We're gonna test to see if this thing will blow out in heavy current or how it's gonna fish. What do you guys think? Sound like a good plan? Maybe I should take my glasses off so I can see. Sunglasses. Ooh, got the handy dandy camp mats ready to go here. A friend of mine, bushcrafter, was out camping and he said, dude, on these rivers and places you go, you can put your reels on that, put your tackle on there. And I tried it. At first I thought it was going to be an inconvenience, but hey, works out pretty good. All right, diamond craw. Here we go. Did you get a good look at it? There you go. All right, let's go have some fun. Yeah, thanks for supporting the channel, guys. It's growing. All right, so to fish this, I'm gonna try to hit some rock down there. There are some rock, and usually in the past, when you guys see me fish this, when I hit rock down there, bang, and I kill it, I'll get a strike. But I'm curious to see how this is gonna handle against this heavy current. What do you guys think? Ooh, I picked up a little bit of cabbage. We shall see how this works out. Still kind of limited to my bank space here, and that's due to the high water. But we'll make it work. All right, guys, so what do we have in here? We got northern pike, walleye, bass, both kinds of bass. Actually, 3 kinds of bass, because there are rock bass in here. I did notice that the hooks can hang up a little bit, but it's only happened just that one time. In terms of the current, it does blow out if I start cranking too fast, but that's the current's fault, not the lure's fault. I'm asking it to do a lot of work in that heavy current, you know. See right in there, it blew out because it's so shallow there. Ooh! Well, there was a big blow up behind the limbs over there, and I'll never get this in there, but That definitely had to have been a bass in there. Ooh! I thought I had a strike there. Ooh. All right, guys, next up is going to be the silver minnow sparkle. Check that out. Kind of reminds me like a Smoky Joe. So I want to throw each of them a few times, and then we'll go back and start homing in on one. So the silver minnow's got potential because it looks a lot like the chubs and shiners that are in here. See that? Did you see that strike, guys? He's fighting like crazy. He's in the current. This is on the silver minnow sparkle. Come on. It's always tough when you got to deal with the current here, but let's see what it is. It's acting like a smallmouth. It is a smallmouth. Ooh, let's get him up here. All right, there we go. So for the I don't know if I got the release on camera, but hopefully I did. That was fun. That was it's tough water in here to fish this, but man, that lure worked out perfectly in there. Just bam. Just think about it, all the light and shadows, and you got rock down there and the current and that minnow flashing in and out of there. Bam. That's good stuff. All right, guys, it's possible I botched the release. Oh well, I thought I had the camera rolling there, and then it just, I don't know, it just got mixed up. But anyway, so this little silver minnow right here got the job done. Just right out there. The key is when I hit the rocks, I just kill it. Depending on where the sunlight is hitting in there, you got shadows, you got light, you've got all kinds of stuff, and then the flash from the lure. And in the current like that, I mean, they have to be quick to be able to feed, you know, get what they're looking for. Do you see that, how it blew out just a little bit there? A lot of that is because it's fighting in that current. But So far, this lure is a champ handling that current like that. It's doing very well. I mean, we got current swirling from every direction. You can see over there coming off the spillway, it's spinning one way. Then it's coming around this way. We got two channels. One's going that way, secondary channel here, then the water's coming in here and pushing up. So this thing will be heading through one part of the current, then it'll be pushed this way, then pushed that way. And so it's coming through. It's cool because you can feel it, the current switch on it. See, like the current was pushing that way, and then when I got over here, then it starts pushing the lure this way. But if you feather it right, you can get a real smooth transition through there. Man, fishing is just so much fun. All right, guys, we're hooked up right in here. Boy, he just came in close and just hammered it. Once again, dealing with this current, it's kind of tricky. Let's go, bank flip. There we go. All right, guys, there we are. Check it out. Man, what a gorgeous fish that is. Number 2. So you can see how there's pockets deep, shallow, and they're coming right in here, and they're just easy pickings when they see that thing and they just hammer it. This is such a cool place to fish. It is absolutely challenging because you got massive current coming this way, and it's pushing into 2 areas. The main channel, this channel, I was mentioning that before, but then it swirls in here and it's coming back this way, and it runs all the way up in there, and you got some big swirls, and in here it's swirling, so it makes it challenging, you know, to fish this. So that lure handling all that kind of pushing and pushing and pulling, pushing, and then I'm pulling or cranking, it's got to be able to handle that, and it's doing great. All right, what do you think? Should we switch to the 3rd color? Let's do it. All right, guys, something educational. See that dead tree? Goes way the heck up there. It's one of these ash trees that got wiped out by the emerald ash borer. But look at these leaves. See how there's droppings on there? You got feather, you got all kinds of fecal material. You got more feathers. You got gagged up carcass there. Feathers, more feathers, more feathers, more gagged up carcass, more gagged up carcass. So what it is at night, this is where about 15 buzzards roost up there, turkey vultures. And so a lot of them, when they're up there, obviously they're crapping down through. You can kind of see back in there. But I've been fishing here before, and I heard just a crack and a crash. And what it was is, I thought it was like a squirrel fell out of the tree, and it was one of those buzzards gagged up and puked up whatever it was eating, like a rat roadkill, and like the bones fell through and landed down there. So it's kind of interesting. They'll roost, they start piling in right at dusk, and that's when you'll hear all the crap. Feathers, they start preening. You'll hear the, you know, just, you can hear stuff falling, and you know that it's either they had indigestion. I don't know if birds get indigestion, but they gag something up or whatever, but it comes down. Anyway, there's a little environmental or nature tip that's kind of interesting. Look at that, feathers, crap, more feathers, more feathers. Here's a bunch of carcass, like a bunch of bits, like yacked up a bunch of bits and bones. Weird. All right, let's get back to fishing. See, there's one up there. A feather just came down from up there. I heard rustling. There it goes. It's too early for them to be sitting up there. Maybe one's not feeling well. Oh well. Alright guys, now this one's the Bandit 50 in this metal flake shad, I think is what they call it. And this one's the deep version. So there is deeper water out there. I just got to get to it. We're still going to run it through and test it. So I got two of the little square bill ones and then this deep one. We'll see. You got to put these lures under pressure. You know, people are spending good money on them. Let's see what they do. Yeah, so far so good. So far so good. All right, metal fleck shad. Guys, it is so humid here. There's no wind, essentially. And this is, I got sweat dripping from the bill of my cap. I'm just oozing from every pore of my body. I mean, it is just like a sauna. So this is high water. Normally I'd be standing down there. All right. Sorry guys, I gotta clean the bill of my cap. It's just like dripping. So normally I'd be standing down there. You go back and watch some other videos. So this is high water. So I say that this is like a shallow area. Shallow in here, but there are some deep pockets. So I'm interested to see how this guy's gonna run through some of that. There I can feel bottom. All right, this will come through just fine. Ooh, I had a hit right there, guys. Dang it. But you know what that is? That could be a false hit. It could be that I hit a carp. I've had that happen 3 or 4 times this summer. When I'm cranking, I hit a carp and then they, you know, it feels like you got like a hit and they scurry away. And that's what that felt like. Carp have been coming up here splooshing in the grass here. See how they like to get in there and start rooting around like a hog looking for acorns? Well, that grass, they don't have that grass normally, so now they have access to it. They get in there and start rooting around. But it's, the other thing is, it's cool to test the lures in situations like this because you're not in a nice boat, you know, a little bit of chop maybe, or if there are big waves, you know, everything's just kind of standard. Here, you got so much chaos going around. It's almost like an obstacle course for the lures. Oh yeah, this guy comes through this nice. Check it out, guys. A log's gonna come over the dam right now. Look at that. Sploosh. Yeah, I'd say we're testing these in some pretty difficult conditions. dang it. See right there, guys? One of those buzz yacked or crapped something up right there. And that's just nasty. But anyway, that thing just yacked right there. Crying out loud. Guys, let's look at the specs. Just that Bandit 50, the little square bill, that's I think 1.75 inches and like 3/16 of an ounce. And I think it gets down to like 4 feet if you got really light line. So, sorry guys, I gotta wipe my hat. It's just soaking through. So there you go. Gets down to about 4 feet. That was about right in some of the pockets here, I could tell. What about the deep one? The deep finesse, it's gonna be the same length, I'm pretty sure. 1.75 and that 3/16. But this thing I think gets down to 6 feet. Yeah, that's it, 6 feet. 4 for the regular, 6 for the deep. So those are the statistics on it. They got different colors, and I'm sure they'll release more colors later. But pick some up. You're gonna have fun. If you love square bills and stuff like that, or crankbaits, golly. You've seen, look how it performs in this chaos. Man, it's gonna work just about anywhere. All right, guys, check it out. We're hooked up. I mean, just, ooh, it's almost yanking the rod out of my hand. I mean, just right out there, bam. All right, I just gotta let it calm down. This is on the Bandit Deep, the 50. On that deeper version gets down to 6 feet. I mean, this just blew up on it. I don't want it to get caught around the tree roots. That's the only thing. This could be a pike. Oh no, it's a smallmouth. I was gonna say, if it's a pike, I gotta watch out for its fraying the line. Ooh, there we go. All right, guys, let's check it out. 18 inch trophy for this river on that Bandit 50 deep version. Look at that gorgeous fish. Check that out. Oh my gosh. All right, you ready, old girl? For the release, there you go. Man. Guys, I'm excited about these lures. I mean, this is chaos in here with this water. So when you're fishing current like that and the fish changes directions, it can affect the position of the lure in its mouth, because you got pressure, it releases pressure. Now, I haven't done anything to the hooks. Those are the hooks it comes with. I always run what it comes with for quite a while, and then there's times where I do change them out, but a lot of times I don't. Well, you could just see handling all of this and that big 18-inch smallmouth right there, the hooks are fine. The hooks are fine with that. In fact, man, they handled it exceptionally well. I mean, you could see how it would hit soft current and then I could gain on it. Then it would get swept in the current and go, and the hook was holding just fine. Man, that's a lot of fun. All right, there she is, the metal fleck shad, chartreuse on the gut. Look at the back. It's got that nice gray stripe on there. Kind of like a sparkle blue. Let me see if I can get into some kind. See how it sparkles a little bit in that light? Look at the eye. Man, check that out. So when that's down in there, it's giving off that reflection. We'll fish with this a little bit more. I want to try to hit some of that really deep stuff out there, and then we'll switch back to the diamond craw. See, I got that one right underneath the dam, and man, it just pulls. You can feel the current pull the line, put huge pressure on the rod. "18-inch smallmouth, guys." I thought that thing was a pike when it hit. It was so hard. They're out in the middle of that mess. So I'm not cranking like over cranking fast. I'm just doing a steady crank and I kill it when I hit something, or if I'm not hitting anything, I still pause it. Alright guys, we're back to throwing the diamond craw. So fishing the deep section out there was fine, handled everything. Now this guy, the regular, I start out deep and then bring it in and it's just banging around down there and letting it do its thing. I had to save that, almost threw it right into the tree, but you didn't see that. All right boys, we're hooked up. Me saving it from going into the tree. Ooh! Did you see that? It spit it, and look where the lure wound up, way over here into this cabbage. Man, I've never had a fish throw a lure that far. Holy cow. Are you okay, little buddy? Ah, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, should I count that as a catch? On the diamond craw? I guess I can't. It's not gonna go on the fails video I always do at the end of the year, because that was just that fish. He won. It was one-on-one and he won. Oh, for crying out loud. This came over the dam. It's like somebody's jock strap. It smells awful. And I don't want to touch it. I don't know if you could see that on the camera. I don't even want to get the pliers caught in that. Crying out loud. All right, let me deal with this disaster. I hate leaving trash here. I'm gonna have to wrap it in leaves when I haul it out of here. Maybe if I step on it, I could pull it off a little better. Oh, but I got it on the camp mat. Dang it. The stuff that you encounter when fishing. Just a little more to tear off here. All right, sorry, Mr. Diamond Craw. Oof. Yeah, you just never know what's gonna come over in high water like that. All right, let's get back to business here. Yep, 2 thumbs up for me, guys, on these lures. There's no doubt about it. If it can handle this chaos, I mean, come on. Yep, 2 thumbs up for me, no doubt about it. Back home in Texas, I'm gonna love fishing these for crappie, for white bass. Yellow bass will hit them, largemouth. So I just really enjoy products that are versatile. You can use them for all kinds of things, you know. All right, guys, here we go, right in here close. What do we got? On the diamond crawl, we got a pike. Ooh. All right, guys. There we go, a multi-species adventure with the pike on here. Let's get him back in the water. He's got that pike smell. He's got that slime. There you go. There you go. All right. So that was on the diamond crawl. Just smoked it right in there. That's good stuff. Good stuff right there. All right, guys. It's gonna wrap it up for me with this review of the Bandit 50s. Man, I had a lot of fun fishing with them. So with me, it's always thumbs up or thumbs down. I'm giving this 2 thumbs up. I had so much fun fishing with them. Crazy water conditions, but it was a lot of fun. All right, thanks for hanging out with me, and until next time, I will see you then. Bye-bye. Now get out there and get your lures wet.